Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to discuss most of the basic informations which can help for us to build up our own practice. So then yourself, it is important to look within your own practice and see how in day-to-day practice work for you. And so you have to have a progress. You should not find the comfort inside you and settle down there and just keep maintaining your comfort. You have to have the growth inside with the practice. So how you can get into that? The growth means your awareness, your recognition should be more sharp and clear. And sometimes when we work with the mind, so the mind doesn't want to move forward, or mind doesn't want to go beyond the comfort or the whatever the area it already feel. So that's why when it comes to the practice, we call the cultivation of the mind. So then when it cultivate, day by day, you should have certain progress. So how you can bring it? Always you have to remember, your awareness is the tool. So you have to develop an ability to look into your awareness and become very clear with the awareness, not whatever the outcome. Because this outcome or the result can change day by day. If you depend on result, that is kind of like a surface level of certain experience. And then day by day, we keep going through the same. But when it comes to cultivation of the mind, you have to more focus to your awareness and the attention and the strength, the energy that you put into your practice. And then you have to day by day, you have to be very clear with that. That clarity in a certain level start to bring deeper development within yourself, and it slowly bring the clear comprehension, so direct perception. And then your thinking level, that means that the depending from the past and the future become minus, but the recognition become more sharp and clear. But in ordinary life, in day-to-day life, mostly what happens, our recognition become minus, and depending from the past and the future thoughts or the ideas become stronger. So through the practice, we allow that our mind to reverse the pattern. And when you do that way, there are certain things that you can slowly understand. Even though we experience these material things as solid, this all vibrate. This everything is vibration. But when we experience in this 3D world, we don't see that vibration. Why? Because deeply in our mind, we develop a nature, we have a habit to hold things as names and form and take it as solid. But when the mind start to tune to deeper level of direct perception, and you are able to tune to that vibration, rhythm, energy, and that will help you to take deeper within this all the material world. Because when something appears as solid, that appearance itself not going to be strong. When something appears as a solid and a strong, that is the blueprint of weakness. Because if you look very carefully, the most powerful, the material thing in the world is the grit, the dust. So, but when it appears like a huge planet, we can see it, we can touch it, but still, it has no power. But look at the dust. Maybe you cannot see it, you cannot touch it. Sometimes it is invisible. It has power to move, and it always in a rhythm, it always in a vibration, and it has power to appear in any form. So this grit, this dust is kind of like the path to wisdom. So in day-to-day life, when our mind see things, we don't see dust. But when your mind able to tune to the clear comprehension, direct perception, through the vibration, you start to see the very nature of the dust. And that will help you to liberate your mind from this solid name and form. And once the mind released from the names and form, and it released from the history, or the mental formations, or the volitions, or the cankers, and it will release from the future projection, And that way, deeply, your consciousness, your awareness, your mind will find its own true nature. So in day-to-day life, we more experience things. This like we are appeared to this world, and it's kind of like when we came to this world and to experience this world, in this material world, we need some kind of process to go through. And when we become elders, maybe we experience. As children, we cannot do that. And maybe as teenagers, we have no ability. But when we become adult, and then by the time we experience, and then maybe it is a very short time periods, we able to understand. It's like you are getting into a movie in the middle of the movie. You are go to the theater to see the movie. It's already half gone. You cannot tell, oh, I came late. Can you reverse that and show it me from the beginning? You cannot do that. So like that, we came to this world. And when we become young, when we become adult, that we see this outside with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, we grasping these things. And then we take it as something, but we don't see the beginning point. We have no idea from where it came. We have no idea how it happened. We just recognize things through the names and the forms. And we hold it to that names and forms. And then we grasp it as a word. It's just the mental exercise. And then we just keep going with that. And by the time when we die, and another generation come and replace that journey. So this is this mind to mind, creating and transferring, mind to mind, transferring, exchanging, and we keep going. But when it comes to you, that what you experience through your own mind, have you ever questioned from where this appears and how these things that you hold as the world? Because the liberation itself means releasing that from your own mind. Because when you carry this everything, all the pictures, the colors, the forms, the names in you, and it start to go around it. So then how you can release the mind from that all? How you can get out from this solid experience? So that is where this practice comes. That is where that you need this meditation. Because from beginning of our life to in this journey, we train to take things as solid. We take things as kind of like something exists. Something is there. But end of the day, that's all mind. Other everything will go away. Other everything related to vibration. So rather than looking outside world, in the very first level, we have to start to look into ourselves. So that's why when you start to observe the inhalation, exhalation, go through the sensation, you're able to recognize this entire body head to toes. It's just the vibration. It's just the flow of energy. There is no any place in your head to toes. There is no any place unmovable or solid. Even the bones, it has the vibration. So once you're able to settle down with that, you will come to the true nature of your own physical existence. So you need to understand it. Without that understanding, we cannot analyze this outside world. It can be only a theory, only maybe a lesson, but it's not going to be a true experience. So that's why we come to observe the sensation, and then it become kind of like a ladder, take us to the deeper level to understand the moment by moment, moment by moment. This everything change. So keep the awareness to that change and follow that change and recognize that change happening moment by moment. And then you will see not only the sensation of inhalation, exhalation, entire body, follow that sensation, follow that vibration, follow that change. And not only that, even the consciousness or the observer or the recognizer, perceiver also change moment by moment, moment by moment, following that vibration. So then, even that you recognize something mentally, then you have the solid picture, complete solid picture. But deeply then you recognize that picture also appear same like these material things appearing to outside. So your thoughts are kind of like a grit, dust. The moment by moment thoughts and the past experience has power to build up something in you, which we call as life. So, but it is when it comes to the moment of experience, that moment of experience like dust, like grit. So if you're able to access to that level and be with that moment, in your mind, there is nothing going to appear as kind of like the permanent pictures or the colors or the names or forms. Then you will recognize this life we experience, even in the outside, even in this mental world, in our mind, is just the vibration. And it's just the moment of experience. And then we come to understand it, how this life happening because of the collective nature. So the collective nature, if you allow that collective nature to be there like that way, what will happen? It will keep going like this way. So then what you need to do, once you come to that experience, you recognize this collective nature, and once you recognize that, it transforms to something which we call collective consciousness. Your collective nature happens because you lose the collective awareness or the collective consciousness. And then you think like there's something. But once you go deeper, you recognize when you experience something, you have to have this collective consciousness, collective awareness. And once you have that, the deeper you can recognize even the mind. There is no such a thing called mind. There's no something kind of like a permanent thing called mind. It also appears as a result of change. So collective nature, and then once you deeply recognize it, and you recognize it come as a result of collective consciousness, and collective consciousness come as a result of collective awareness. That is what our mind. So if you reverse that, and then you will recognize this is just the moment of experience. It's like the grit, it's like the dust. And that is the most powerful thing. That is what brings this everything. Your mind, your life start from one thought. That means it's like a dust. But from there, look how your body gain this everything. So then, can you hold it to that grit? Can you get into the bottom of that dust? Can you break down this collective appearance? Can you break down that collective consciousness? Can you break down that collective awareness? And say what is exist in the bottom? Then you will recognize there is nothing, but it appear, this collective nature appear because according to necessary cause and conditions. That's why you experience it, that you have the collective experience. So once you have it, that is where your liberation, your transformation, your freedom start to happen inside you. And another way we call that is your ultimate bliss of Nibbana. So let's get into practice a little bit. Your right palm on your left and neck, head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes. Say Suapat Deva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, through the sensation, recognize inhalation as inhalations, exhalations as exhalations. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also may all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Tavata chammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paripunjissami idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vaham hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.